Today, I'm taking you through how I improve my mental health, some of the things I learned and what I've done that's helped me get out of this funk, especially of recently. It's important to do self-work because you really have to understand why your mental health is the way it is right now. What's been triggering you? What's been making you feel like you're just in this funk? Or maybe that you have all this brain fog and nothing feels like it's responding, or nothing feels like it's helping. Some of the self-work I've done, outside going to therapy, I've paid a lot of attention to specific things that trigger me, like right in the moment. When I see that something triggers me and I'm angry about something, I'm taking a second to ask myself, why? What exactly about that situation actually triggered me? What from my past is causing this trigger? Or what is something that I learned that is causing this trigger? Because I guarantee you, once you're able to really figure out them triggers and how they work, you're then really able to understand how to solve for them, which instantly helps your mental health and give you some relief. Number two, so once you're able to solve for what's kind of weighing on you, holding you back, holding you down, affirmations. I have this whiteboard that's next to my bed that I write things on, mostly affirmations, or at least like phrases or themes for the rest of the week that I want to live by. So some of the things I've written on the board: you're worthy, you can do this, you're built for this, everything that you're going through is only temporary, you have everything it takes to get through your situation. So these are the things that as soon as I wake up, as soon as I remove my eye mask, that's what I see, and that's what I'm focusing in on. And it's just that constant reminder in the back of your head. Number three, I've been journaling. I journal every single day for 5 minutes. Sometimes it's in the morning, sometimes it's literally right before I go to bed. But I set a 5-minute timer and I manifest. I write whatever I'm feeling. If I'm mad about something, I'm sad about something, I'm writing that in there. If there's something I want to manifest, I'm writing that down in there so I can revisit it later. But keeping a journal has allowed me to all of the things that just boil up in my head. And I know there are a lot of overthinkers. I'm an overthinker, but stuff just boils up and bubbles up in my head and I have to get it out on something so then I can visually see it and I can visually act. And all it really takes is 5 minutes a day. And with that journaling, I think this is like the key to really, really, really turning things around. It's kind of twofold. So part one thing per day you want to accomplish. Just one. Literally, it could be big or small. It could be wash the clothes and fold them. It could literally just be fold the clothes. But one small thing per day that you want to accomplish, write it down either in your journal, on a to-do list. The second part is do something for yourself that day. I've been an advocate of this in the past, of doing one thing per day for yourself. But once you write down that one goal, this automatically gives you and your brain a sense of accomplishment, especially if every single day for 30 days straight, you're checking that off the list. That's 30 or 31 things to smile about and 31 senses of accomplishment. And the next one, go outside. We live in Seattle and the warm weather season really hasn't started yet. Spring has been cool, it's been rainy, but scientific studies show that being outside, breathing fresh air, I know some, countries, cities, the air is not the best quality. Trust me, I completely understand. I empathize. Just even being out in the sun or being out amongst nature, and there's this healing it does to your body. For example, for me, when I get overly stressed, overly anxious, I'm going outside, I'm shooting hoops. There have literally been times where I've literally just stood in the sun for like 20 minutes, soaking up the vitamin D, which vitamin D is a vitamin that helps with mood and depression. And we take annual trips to the ocean, and there's just something so therapeutic about taking off your socks, walking out in the sand, feeling the cold sand, putting your feet in the ocean and just feeling the waves come against your feet and just closing your eyes and just deep breathing. It is literally one of the healing things I've ever done, accomplished, just been a part of. It is one of the most amazing things. I'd recommend it to anybody if you can do it. Big one. Ready for this? Set your boundaries. You have to set boundaries because there's a lot of things a lot of outside noise, a lot of different things that can, I don't want to say full on say damage your mental health, but it can add different layers of stress to you, and you have to be able to set those hard boundaries. And as a parent, we can't do everything. We're caregiving a lot of the times, but you have to set your boundaries on those times where you want to go do something. So for example, if I know I'm going to be working the next 4 night shifts, I'm going to make sure I have my hour or 2 hours to go do something for me, to make sure that I can get out. Same with Felicia. Felicia's going to make sure that she has her 1 or 2 hours to go to the driving range, or to go get a massage, or get her nails done, do something for her. You have to do it. You have to set your boundaries, and you have to make sure you don't cave on that, because your mental health will thank you. You're going to be better off for it. And one more, do something creative. So as a creative person who works in a creative industry, who likes to do creative things, this has worked for me because it allows the other side of my brain to think. Not the one that's so consumed with data and process and how to, I'm able to use my other creative side of the brain to visualize, to build, to story tell, to put something together that you can see. I bought, when Callie went in for her surgery, I bought a watercolors painting set, just because I read about art therapy and how soothing it is. Another thing I have on my tablet, I found some coloring pages, and literally doodling and coloring is like, so it's so like elementary, but it gives your mind the biggest break, because it doesn't take much thinking. You're just selecting the color or whatever, selecting your pen stroke and just drawing all over the place. And it's not even intended to be perfect. It's not intended to create this masterpiece. It's literally to get your mind off everything else is stressing you out and bring your focus over here. And now the last thing that I've practiced so much, it's give yourself grace. There are days, I mean, you guys see it on our Keeping It Real videos. You probably see I'm always in the bed, and there are days where my fatigue is so bad that I don't feel like getting up and getting out of bed. I just feel tired, and I am very kind to myself, and I give myself so much grace to where if I'm not feeling it, is what it is. I'm not feeling it, and that's okay. To be honest, that's completely okay. And the more people who understand kind of their limits, and don't cross the boundary of that limit, your mental health will really thank you. Now, I appreciate you rocking with me again. I'm happy to share these with you all today. So make sure you tap in, hit that subscribe, hit that bell so you get these notifications, and make sure you tune in to both mine and Felicia's channel, because there's going to be different perspectives of our family and raising Callie, and what is coming that you're going to want to make sure you're subscribed for, so you don't miss. All right, y'all have a good one. Be easy.